Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. 2 weeks ago, Dan and I went on vacation, and I did something that I've been wanting to do for years, and that is get my first tattoo. My cousin owns a tattoo shop in Ottawa, Illinois, and I decided that I wanted my first tattoo to be with him long before I even knew what I wanted that first tattoo to be. Check out the description below because I'll have his Instagram and everything linked down there so you can check him out yourself. When I messaged him to schedule the appointment, I had to schedule several months in advance because he's very booked up. So when I scheduled it, I didn't know exactly what I wanted, but I had a rough idea. I knew I wanted a galaxy design, but I didn't know exactly what shape I wanted it to be in. When I didn't know how to explain what I was envisioning in my head, I turned to Pinterest for some inspiration, and I found this picture. I sent it to Russ and said that I really like how the edges just sort of trail away into nothingness, but ignore the book. I didn't want the book in there. Once I was actually in Illinois, I set up a time to meet with him probably about a week before the appointment so he could show me the design that he had drawn up just to make sure that everything was good with sizing and with like sort of the outline of it and all of that. Alright, we just pulled up at my cousin's tattoo shop, Forever Inked Tattoo. I'll put all of the links to his stuff and everything in the description. But we're going in, it's about a week before my actual appointment, but we're going in to get like the consultation and to get like things figured out for the design and all of that. I'm super excited. Alright, back in the car now. I didn't really film much when we were actually in there because he had another customer that he was helping out and I didn't want to be like recording and her just being like, this is awkward. So didn't really record, but looked over the design concept that he had down and it's essentially exactly like what I had showed him that I wanted. So super excited about that, and I'll be back next Wednesday to get going and to get it done. Once we had the design figured out, all there was to do was wait. It was a week before the appointment, but luckily I had plenty to keep me busy, so I didn't really even give it that much thought until the morning of. I'm just putting together my coffee for the morning, and it's like finally kicking in that I'm getting a tattoo. And it started to kick in a little bit last night, but it's starting to like fully kick in now and like starting to really realize it now. And I'm still really excited, but I'm also like nervous for the first time. I haven't been nervous about it yet. So then we headed over to Forever Inked to get started. Alright, I just got here and getting ready to get everything started. This is my cousin Russ.
What's up?
He's gonna be doing the tattoo and I'm super excited. I'm very, very nervous. Just more excited. Russ got to work setting everything up and getting everything ready, and he was super cool about me filming the whole process and even sort of talked me through all of the steps of preparing everything so I knew exactly what was going on. He got my arm all cleaned up and then went ahead and put the transfer on to make sure that the placement was good.
Right now, look at that and be like, what?
Yeah, it looks like the Marauders map. You can just stick with that.
But it'll be awesome when we're done.
Awesome.
That's all that matters.
Dan was spot on when he said that it looked like the Marauders map. When Russ showed it to me the first time, that was one of the first thoughts that went through my head. But Russ was also right when he said by the time he was finished, it would look awesome. And off we went.
That'll work. Here we go. Not bad at all.
Not bad.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It will.
We essentially broke the tattoo into 3 different steps. The first part took about an hour, and he put down the main blocks for each color. Now, I don't know all of the technical terms for all of these things, so feel free to leave in the comments below like what the technical terms are or any of that if you know tattoo speech better than I do. Dan was kind enough to film a little of the process throughout the day, but we also time-lapsed the whole tattoo so you can see it from start to finish. And when Dan wasn't filming, he was working very hard on schoolwork.
Sure, it's like all said and done. And like,
yeah. Check that out. The second sitting took about another hour and was definitely more painful. We took about a 5-minute break between the first part and the second part, and in that short amount of time, my arm was able to swell slightly in that area, so when we sat back down, it was much more tender to start again. Now Russ was connecting all of the sections and adding more depth and detail to make the whole picture more cohesive. And then we're on the final step. The last sitting was without a doubt the most painful, but luckily it only took about 20 minutes. This time, Russ took the white and went in for all of the final details, all of the stars, and those few bigger stars. All of the little stars that he put in felt like sharp little pinpricks, but that big star felt like a straight-up knife carving into my arm. Dan was able to grab the camera and capture a few of my facial expressions during that time.
It's definitely hurting now. It's because everything's like swollen and whatnot.
Don't tap out now, dear. You're almost done.
No. Not gonna do it.
I'm glad I can catch these on film.
And just like that, the tattoo was finished. Look at it, it's all done and it's pretty and it's painful. So we have our instructions, super simple to follow, so that'll be good. Oh, I love it already so much. And there you have it, the final product. See if I can get it in there so you can see it. 2 weeks later, and it is still beautiful. It hasn't come off, which I am still getting used to. All of the other tattoos I have had in the past have been temporary, and within 2 weeks have been completely off of my skin. So this is definitely something that's taking a little bit of getting used to. I've already had people asking me if I wanted to get another, and to be honest, I'm not sure. I take a very long time to make a decision on something that's going to affect me in the long run, and getting a tattoo is something that's very permanent, so it does take me a very long time to decide if I want a tattoo or what I want for it. This galaxy design is something I've been wanting for years, so I knew that this is what I wanted to get. And other ideas that I had had for tattoos were things like music related or an owl of some kind, because owls are my favorite bird, but every idea that I've had hasn't really stuck, so I'm not convinced that that's what I want yet. So for now, I just want to enjoy this tattoo, soak it up, enjoy having this one here, and who knows, maybe in the future I will get another tattoo. Let me know in the comments below if you have any tattoos, and tag me on Instagram in a picture of what your favorite tattoo is. Also, make sure to go over and follow Russ on Instagram. Again, his links are in the description below. Like this video if you like my tattoo and how it turned out, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any new videos. Have a great week, and I will see you guys later. Bye!